What's up, everybody? We got something special for you this week. Trash all that. Rowdy and the Piff. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Developing some type of weather weapon.
Almost like sexual asphyxia, like...
Rowdy and the Piff. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rowdy and the Piff. This is episode number 13. Still going hard, still going strong. My name is Rowdy, also known as De Gans, which is German for the goose. With me today, as always, the goat, also known as the Piff.
Episode 13, Dan Marino. Dan Marino wore 13.
Nice, dude. Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Dan Marino.
So we're on that Dan Marino shit.
I always remember Dan Marino from Ace Ventura, man. That was pretty dope of him to be in that movie.
He had a pretty good cameo in that movie. He also threw a lot of TDs to Mark Duper. And so we're on that Dan Marino shit. Episode 13.
We're on that Dan Marino shit. Episode number 13. Hey, everybody. I'm hungover as shit.
Yeah.
Went out last night for my friend's birthday. Drank way too much, which I don't usually do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I drink.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Not to the level that we did last night. Woke up at about 11 o'clock. Ate breakfast and was like, going back to bed. Woke up at 3. And it's a good thing I did, because I probably wouldn't have been up for this.
So you were downtown last night in Austin?
Downtown Austin.
And UT was playing, so it was like extra lit, extra lit.
It was extra lit, and everyone was extra sad, actually.
Yeah, they were sad on Twitter too. Yeah, bunch of players leaving, fucking can't win games. What did the quarterback? What did he throw like a pick at the end? Throw like a
2 minutes.
Pick 6.
Yeah, almost. Just 2 minutes left. He threw a pick. It was almost a pick 6, but they were literally fucking like 10 yards away. So they just 2 plays or something like that. I don't really remember. And they had a touchdown. And then it was 27-23. They had a minute and a half left. UT did to drive back down and score to win the game. And the drive was going pretty well until they threw a pick again.
It was all going pretty well, but then some Texas shit happened. Every team in Texas right now, minus the Astros, is ass. Every single one of them, like the Mavs, the fucking, except for the Spurs too, and maybe the Rockets. Yeah. But then the other 10, they're all ass, dude. Texas is taking some L's. The Cowboys took a huge L, a fat L on Thanksgiving. It was bigger than a fucking turkey drumstick. And they got smashed, dude. Texas sports is just in the dumps.
Yeah. Well, UT lost to another Texas team though, so.
Yeah. Well, shit. Oh shit. That's right. That's what it is.
So I mean, downtown probably would have been a lot more lit if they had won. Everyone kind of was probably just sad.
Oh yeah, no, I bet. And they were just drinking their loss away. Yeah. Dude,
I was at this fucking at this bar. It's kind of a hip bar. It's called the Green Light Social, and there's people walking around with Capri Suns, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And apparently, they do this thing there, which I don't know how this is allowed, but they take Capri Suns and they like cut a hole in it, and then they put like, I don't know, some type of alcohol in it, and then like seal it back up and serve that.
Nice.
Like, but dude, that's so dangerous. Can you imagine how easy it'd be for somebody to just kind of like take like a syringe of some weird shit and just like into somebody's fucking Capri Sun drink?
Yeah, that's kind of strange. That is kind of strange. It's like jungle juice. You mix the Kool-Aid up with the hard liquor, and you just drink, and you don't even realize it until you're fucking blacked out.
Yeah, dude, jungle juice is crazy. You just get fucking cooler. It's just filled with like watermelons and fruits and pineapples and all types of shit, and then just like alcohol. You're just like, you eat like one piece of watermelon, you're probably fucking hammered, bro.
Dude, I always have Capri Sun in my fridge, man. I still fuck with the Capri Sun. There's something about taking the straw and poking it through that little hole. It just makes me feel good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
dude, it's the little things in life, just whenever you accomplish that, because it's difficult.
Yeah.
Not easy to get that fucking straw through there.
No, sometimes I have to ask people who are older to help me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. So I wanted to talk about this because it's weird. Like, I moved, and you can you have this pretty much similar experience because you've lived in Texas, correct?
Yep.
And you live in Alaska now.
Yep.
and I lived in Alaska before, and now I live in Texas. So the reason why I moved, if, you know, we kind of talked a little bit about our brief history, but the reason why I moved away from Alaska to Texas is pretty much to have the exact opposite. And yeah, it is, you know, it's fucking hot. The extremes are completely on the opposite end of the spectrum. Alaska is extremely cold during the winters. You know, Austin's extremely hot. Alaska's expensive. You know, where I live in Austin is pretty cheap. It's just the opposite. But I was also thinking about, I went camping this weekend, and there's the things that you have to worry about too are so much different, especially like when it comes to like out in the wild.
Right.
Fucking, so, you know, in Alaska, you know, you don't have to live in Alaska to know that the shit you're going to be worried about is like bear and moose. Moose kill more people than bear, but either way, you got to watch out for those things. But it's not like, I mean, you can sneak up on a bear and a moose. They're, you know, for how big they are, they're pretty stealthy in the trees. But still, as long as you make noise and shit like that, they'll avoid you. But when you're walking around through the brush and like through the cactuses and shit in Texas, you got to worry about goddamn fucking snakes and shit like that. And it was crazy. We went fishing, you know, when we were down there, when we were camping, and fucking we were just fishing, you know, by the water. Everything was chill. And then all of a sudden this thing, I was like, what is that? Is that a fish swimming in the water? No, it's a fucking snake, like 5 feet out in the water, like swimming fast as shit. We're like, what the hell? And dude, that shit doesn't happen in Alaska.
I don't like that shit. Was it like a black snake?
It was hard to tell because it was wet. I think it was green. Like green, brownish, and red. But the top of his head looked gray. But I think that's because it was the head was dry. But it was ridiculous how fast it could swim through that water. And the whole time I was just keeping an eye on that fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was like, if that thing comes back out of the bushes, I'm fucking out of here, bro.
Dude, he's trying to fuck your shit up. You got to keep an eye on him at all times. Hey, what I remember about Texas is there's these big black snakes that swim, and they swim fast as shit. And I think they're called moccasins, and they're poisonous
water
as
moccasins.
fuck.
Yeah,
they kill you.
Yeah, water moccasins. They're the cottonmouths. That's what they are. And they chase people, bro. They'll fucking chase you.
I've got cottonmouth.
To be honest, I do actually have cottonmouth.
Word.
Fucking dehydrated as shit. But yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was thinking, I was like, shit, is that a fucking cottonmouth? And then I was like, I've heard that they chase people and fucking, obviously they're poisonous as shit.
Yeah.
The place that we were, it was so far that we didn't have data on our phone for like an hour before we got there.
So it was out in the middle of
literally
Timbuktu.
I mean, it's literally right next to it's a little town. But this town, you don't have data while you're there. It's like, how the fuck do you live here? The fuck?
There's something going on there.
But yeah, not only okay. So there was the snake. So we decided to move. We went upstream a little bit, found a better spot. But here's something else that happened. We walked, we're walking through the brush, and there's all these old live oak trees and shit like that. And so we walk under, this tree, and we go to this little spot, and it's really windy as fuck. And literally like 2 minutes later, we hear goosh. This giant branch that we had just walked under just cracked off and fell to the ground. And that's another thing is like, yeah, in Alaska there's trees, there's trees that fall down, but we don't have those big ass like old ass live oak trees that have 300-pound branches, that just fall off and fall on your head.
Oaks are big as fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Big as
I was just thinking, I was like, man, this place is fucking nuts, bro.
Dude, yeah, that's there's huge differences. Is like, for example, like over the Thanksgiving holiday, everybody was getting together. We were talking about different things, and I was talking to this guy, and he lived out in the village for a long time, and out in the village in Alaska, they've got data and stuff now. They've got different, internets and satellite TV or whatnot, but it's still out in the middle of nowhere, and so there's not a lot of driving with cars. You go places in snow machines or snowmobiles or however you want to say it. Or you go by, like, plane, small plane. But from village to village, a lot of the people, they travel by snow machine. And in between huge mountain ranges, anything can happen with the weather. So the weather changes so fast. And so this guy was telling me a story about how he went they were going, it was like, 15 of them in a convoy on snow machine. And they were going from one village to another through a mountain range. And just all of a sudden, blizzard out of nowhere in the middle of their trip. Yep. And they don't have fucking maps. They don't use fucking GPS. They're just on snow machines. There's 15 of them. They're going 5 miles an hour just so they know where everybody is, and they just use instinct to get from one fucking place to the other in blinding snow where you can't see anything.
Yeah.
I just blew my mind.
Dude, up in those areas, like I used to work in Prudhoe Bay, which is literally about as north as you can get in Alaska. And even if it wasn't a blizzard, like when it's snowy and when it's wintertime, there's no trees, there's nothing, there's no landmarks, it's flat. Like if you don't see like a city, you don't know where you're at, man. It's crazy. And it changes on a dime, man, because there is no trees. Once the wind picks up and, there's a little bit of snowfall, it's inevitable. It's going to be a blizzard. Like it's just a whiteout so fast. Like you can go to sleep and wake up the next morning and there's literally like fucking 5 feet of snow on your fucking car. You can't even get the fucking thing out. And you're not allowed to go outside during the blizzards. Like, they don't let you out of the hotels and shit like that. If there's anybody that needs to travel, they use, like, the big, like, fucking tractors to get around. So they don't get fucking blown off and fucking... Because you can walk outside, get turned around, and be dead. Because, think about this. If it's fucking, like, 40 below or 30 below, and you've got wind going, like, fucking 40 miles an hour, you're dealing with, like, negative 80 below temperatures. So you're not going to live very long out there.
Yeah, it's true, and it's scary as shit. Like I like when he was telling me this, I couldn't imagine being in the middle of nowhere and not knowing where the fuck I am. Like me, to use my instinct, I'd go in a circle.
Hell no, yeah.
I'd go in a circle.
Exactly.
And but yeah, if you're not from Alaska, just throw on Star Wars. That planet in Star Wars, that's like fucking. It's just ice cold, Hoth. Like that's what Alaska is in a lot of areas, and it's not all like that. But Alaska's so big. Alaska's so big. I mean, it's tropical down by like Juneau. There's a lot of rainfall.
Tropical.
Well, you know what I mean, like rainfall wise.
It's wet as fuck.
Yeah, wet as fuck. And then it's like a desert up here in the interior of Alaska, and then you go up north and it's like Hoth. So like, yeah, that's what it would be. Like,
it's crazy. But Texas weather changes on a dime too, man. And prime example, when we were camping, the first night, the lows were 68. And we were like, oh, okay, it felt nice in the tent. It wasn't too bad. The next night, the low was like 41. And we were freezing our ass off. And the next morning when we were like packing up our shit, it was so fucking cold. We're just out there in the wilderness, fucking cold as shit.
Dude, that's what I never understood about like temperature drops in places that are warm. Like in Arizona in the desert and stuff. Doesn't it get to like below freezing in the desert at night?
Yeah, it gets fucking cold, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was just crazy that it was like, 68 one night, the next night it was 41. It was like, come on, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That's a pretty drastic dip.
Yeah, it felt nice in the tent. I didn't want to get out because it was fucking cold outside. But yeah, man, it was crazy. It's crazy out there. Snakes and shit. Fucking scorpions, brown recluse, black widows, brown widows. All this small shit. That's the stuff that pisses me off. All this small shit that can kill you. I'll take a bear or a moose any day over all this creepy small shit that you got to fucking watch where you step. Fuck that, bro.
Yeah, you go fishing in Alaska, you're not gonna, pull up a snake. You're gonna pull up, fish. And you go fishing in Texas, you might pull up some fucking wild stuff. Straight up.
There were some turtles out in the water too. That was pretty dope. They were just chilling there.
You guys have
just
deer.
Chilling there with their fucking turtle heads poking out. Huh?
You guys have, and that turtle's been through a lot, like we talked about.
Yeah, dude, those turtles have been through a lot.
Been through a lot.
They've been through it all, man.
They got deer in Texas too, which is always really like strange to me because like I grew up on the East Coast, so there was tons of deer all over the fucking place. And when I went down to Texas, it was strange to hear that there was deer there too. There's no deer up here in Alaska, so that was also weird to me because I was like, why are they not here? It's cold as shit. That's why.
Well, they got moose, man. A moose is just a giant deer, you know?
But the moose, they probably want a pretty little deer. You know what I mean? Hook up with some pretty little deer. Yeah, give them that long moose stick.
Wow. No, man, there's fucking deer everywhere. My fucking throat keeps having phlegm. It's fucking obnoxious. Doo-doo.
Yeah, there's deer everywhere. I would always blame a deer when I hit like mailboxes in my grandma's van. Wow. Hit a mailbox or two, go home. What happened to my van? Oh, it was a deer.
Yeah, I had to avoid a deer. I hit a deer, yeah.
Dude, let me tell you a story real quick. I was fucking going. This is in Alaska. You were talking about how big moose are, right? It was a snowy day. It was nighttime, so it wasn't a day. It was actually night. And it was, and so it was snowing like a motherfucker. And I'm driving down this like windy road, maybe going 60. All of a sudden, boom, 2 moose crossing the fucking road. And you know when you're driving and you see a deer or moose, you always see them like the last second. Like you always see them like, you know, you wish you had seen them a little bit earlier. Right. 2 huge fucking moose crossing the road. Just crossing the road, and they decide to stop in the middle of the fucking road. But I'm going 60 and it's icy, so braking isn't an option. So I fucking shot a field goal through both of them, going about 60, as another car was coming on the other lane. Yeah, and I had to fucking dude. In the field goal was more towards that other lane. So going about 60, I had to shoot a field goal through the moose and then quickly get back in the lane. But you got to do it all on ice. You can't turn the wheel too quick. You can't hit the brake too hard. You're fucking done. You're done for. Things like that in Alaska they freak me out because you're going 60. You can't hit the brake. Just big ass moose with big dicks trying to fucking kill you.
Hell yeah, bro. And to all you listeners out there that are like, oh man, just fucking hit it. I would have hit a deer. I'm not gonna risk my life. Guess what, bro? You don't know what a fucking moose is. Those bitches can be like 1,800 pounds. If you hit a moose directly on, especially if you're driving a car, you're dead.
It's like hitting a fucking wall. Plus, the wall has like legs and shit that come through the windshield.
Yeah,
fucking decapitate.
The legs come through and hit your fucking face and the antlers and shit if they have them. But yeah, man, they can push 2,000 pounds, bro. So you're not fucking around with a moose.
Yeah, but I learned after that, hey, why don't you go a little slower on that fucking road since these moose like to like travel on it a lot. I've seen them quite a few times. It's scary. It's also just like weird things. Like there's a lot of hills in Alaska. Like I live kind of up in the hills, and so the driveways are like sloped fucking like directly down sometimes. And when it's really icy, you see the stop sign and then you hit your brake because you see the stop sign, you're not thinking. But then when you hit your fucking brakes, you're sliding down the hill and you can't stop. As you're sliding, you're going into a fucking road where cars are crossing 50 miles an hour. So it's just like shit that, like when you first get to Alaska, that just kind of like you have to learn about because if you don't, you'll just die.
But I mean, bro, it's almost like there is nothing to learn. I mean, there is something to learn, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't matter. There's weird shit still happens. The light changes awkwardly, and you gotta hit the brakes, and you're sliding through an intersection, dude. That happens probably every year, you know.
Learn or you die. You learn.
It's a crapshoot. It's a fucking crapshoot out there driving around, especially the first snow, because it always happens like this. All right, it snows, and then it fucking like melts and or rains, and then it freezes that. So it's a sheet of ice, and then it snows again on top of it, and people think, let me go driving. There's like 150 wrecks the first snowfall like every year. It's
there's always something to fucking do. There's always something to do. Like, oh shit, I forgot I had to do this today, and it's just the day where the first snowfall happened. That's what it always turns out that way. Oh shit, I forgot this at the store in a blizzard, but I have to have it. You know, I have to have that vape juice. You know what I mean?
You don't have to have it. You don't have to have it.
It's horrible out here. If you don't learn, you die.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Also, you know, people die for no reason. People die of quote-unquote exposure. Like, you leave a bar at night, you're drunk, you think you're fine, you feel nice and warm, walking down the street, pass out, you're dead. That's it. Yeah. Happens all the time out there.
But those are a lot of the negative things about life, and you know some negative things about Alaska. But
fuck Alaska, dude. Alaska's trash.
It's also, you know, I don't know. There's something about like if there is a blizzard and you're trapped inside and you can't go anywhere. There's something kind of cool about that. And then you know Northern Lights and you know all the stuff you can see. So there's something. Yeah, the Northern Lights is cool.
Yeah, but I was thinking about this, and Chris D'Elia said something about this. He was like, people always say, oh, you know, when it's rainy outside, I like it when it's rainy outside because I get to stay in with a nice book. It's like, okay, well, then you just like to stay in with a nice book. You can do that all the time. It doesn't need to be rainy. But no.
Yeah, it sets the ambiance, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's a hater about stuff like that. But no, I agree. Nice light rain on the sets the mood. For
same thing with the good book. Who reads? No, if it's not on Twitter, I don't read it usually.
True.
But yeah, Texas has a lot of positive things too. I mean, just the fact that it's warm all the time, you don't have to worry about a lot of shit. It's polar opposites. We're polar opposites, and we're bipolar.
Yeah, dude, and that's why. Yeah, that's true. That's true. No, but I mean, I'm lucky because where I live, I've never seen a scorpion in this house, and they're literally everywhere else, in everyone else's house, everywhere. So
you got palm trees out there?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they're like indigenous. But I've seen them.
Yeah, that's Austin. I think the palm trees really start showing up when you get past like Corpus Christi and down. Like when you start going down that way. Yeah, you want to find a scorpion, just fucking shake one of those. They're all up in there.
Hell no.
Yeah, they're all up
Fuck
in there, dude.
scorpions.
That's where they're at. They hang out in them fucking long ass palm trees, just chilling. And if you shave one and you have to take a pile of it to the backyard, that's when they start dropping out. Me and my little brother had to take a fucking pile of palm tree shavings to the backyard one time, start picking them up. These fucking clear scorpions start coming. I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And my stepdad's like,
Fuck
you're
that.
fucking doing it. You're fucking doing it. I was like, I'm not doing it. Fuck you. You go out there, look at that shit. And he's like, oh shit, we're not doing it. I was like, yeah, we're not doing it. And
Fuck that. Dude, I've been to some people's houses and these people are like out in the sticks, and scorpions just climb trees in general. But what happens is they're nocturnal, they come out at night and they start climbing like the wall of somebody's house, or there's a branch on their roof. They get in the attic. And then, so when people turn on the lights in the morning, the scorpions use that to try and escape the attic. And then they end up either falling down into the house. So you literally have scorpions falling from the ceiling, or they get trapped in the lights. I've been in people's houses where their lights on the ceiling are just filled with dead scorpions. I'm like, would never live here. 100% would never be here.
no.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I wouldn't be able to sleep or anything. I wouldn't be able to. I'm kind of a control freak. If I knew there was some shit, I mean, I'm sure there's some shit I don't know about going on in my house in between the walls or whatnot. Maybe
Yeah.
spiders, but fucking
Yeah.
scorpions? No, I can't live.
Hell
I
no.
can't live life like that. Fuck
I can't live that
Or
life,
roaches,
yeah.
dude. Or roaches. Fucking. I had kids growing up that I went over to their house. You turn the lights on, and the fucking roaches were like, "Hey, get out! We're not done here." Like fucking, too many roaches, dude, all over the place.
Yeah,
in the
man.
cereal and shit, and fucking no, too much.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, roaches. There's fucking roaches everywhere. It's crazy. We got all
hate
types of roaches
cockroaches.
here. Big, giant, fucking American cockroaches, like from the movies, the typical roach that you see. But then there's German cockroaches. Those are the ones that are like smaller, and those are the ones that like infest people's kitchens because they bought like a microwave on fucking Craigslist and it had some roach eggs in it, and then their house is infested
What?
now.
Roach eggs? Fuck that.
Yeah, man.
Dude, they have
Yeah,
eggs too. I
like-
forgot about that. Fuck that.
Yeah, dude. Like if you're in Texas, don't buy anything on Craigslist because you'll probably get bed bugs, or you'll probably get roaches, or
Bed
all
bugs,
types
dude.
of fucked up shit.
Dude, lice is the worst too. No, fuck
Yeah.
that. If you got a hoarder type house, you probably got lice. Hey, and you probably got cockroaches. So not fucking
Cockroaches,
with
dude.
you.
Fucking
Nah,
silverfish too are everywhere.
nah, fuck that. And I can't
little
sleep at night, dude. There was that thing that was there was that fucking saying where it was like, in your lifetime you swallow like 7 spiders in your sleep. Fuck that. No, I
Yeah.
don't. No, I
Yeah,
don't.
nah,
Fuck
dude.
that.
I the reason why I don't believe that is because I don't feel like spiders are that stupid. I don't think they're that dumb.
Well, it's warm and it's wet in there. They're probably like, ooh,
Yeah, I
what's this all
guess.
about?
I just feel like they'd know that you're a person. You're a human. Maybe not.
But if they're
you-
crawling in your mouth, it's easy. It's right there. They're hanging from the ceiling. It's easy. Your fucking mouth's wide
God,
open. You're
dude.
drooling and shit. It's like, ooh, this is nice and wet and warm. Let's go inside. And then they crawl down your throat and they get to your stomach and they fucking burn up in acid. It's done.
Yeah, dude.
It's done.
Hell yeah.
So fuck you. Hey, one time I ate a
Fuck
Dorito. One time I to the spiders. Hey, one time I ate a Dorito, and there was a spider on it, and I couldn't figure it out till I swallowed it. Yeah, so that happened.
Damn.
So I did eat one, but I was awake.
Wow, bro. I've eaten a shit ton of mosquitoes, inhaled them. You're like outside breathing, and they just go straight down your throat. Fucking hate that shit.
Dude, what about the countries that like cook scorpions and eat them and fucking eat the tails and all that shit?
I'd eat a scorpion. Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't. Fuck that.
Dude, there's a candy store here in Austin where they have like flavored like crickets and shit you can buy. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. If I found out that like it gave you a special power or an ability, then I probably would eat it. But if you're just eating it to eat it, no, why? No.
Well, I mean, I heard about this somewhere, but there's like some thing going on right now with like cricket protein and how it's like cleaner and better.
Oh my god.
Well, think about it, man. There's nothing to a cricket. It's like just 100% protein, pretty much.
Yeah, but you have to eat like a pile of them.
Well, they blend them. I mean, I'm sure they blend them into like protein powder or some shit. Like fucking gross, dude.
No, wings,
Crickets are
legs.
fucked up.
That's the fucking.
You know, one thing I
wildest
didn't
shit.
know before I moved here, that crickets can fly. I didn't know that. Well, there's some crickets that can't, but the crickets we have here can. And it's crazy. Like you go to a Walmart parking lot or some shit, or a Lowe's parking lot, any parking lot that has those huge lights during their like mating season, they're fucking everywhere. There's like thousands of them just flying around, and they're just all over the ground, like dead, alive, hopping around. You can't walk without stepping on them. It's so fucked.
That's like ravens, dude. That's like ravens up here in the parking lots. They just all over the parking lots of grocery stores so they can get them scraps.
Yeah, I miss ravens. Ravens are fucking dope, but we don't have those. We got like grackles, like the tiny version of a raven.
Those are kind of cool too, though. When I went to Texas like a couple years ago, I was taking hella pictures of the grackles. Grackle? Yeah. Is it grackle or crackle? Wait, crackle's
Grackle.
Isn't crackle like a TV app? Hey, what's the deal with flying crickets?
Hey, what's the deal with flying crickets? You know what really grinds my gears? Flying crickets. But yeah, man, there's crickets, there's the fucking cicadas, and they're like, squeak, they make the loudest fucking noises ever. The cicadas, they leave their goddamn bodies all over the place. Because they come out and they crawl up onto your house, and then they molt, and then they fly away, and they leave just their dried up bodies, shell, just stuck to your house. Dude, you can just look at a house and it'll just have like, fucking, they'll be everywhere. Just these carcasses, and you gotta fucking knock them off.
Imagine if humans did that and shit. You're just fucking walking around, you're just like, oh shit, my fucking skin is peeling. You just fucking peel out a whole skeleton of skin. Like
it's crazy. It's crazy, you know, like obviously bugs do that, but you know, crabs, they're essentially spiders. Have you ever seen the videos of them molting like in fast forward? It's so fucking crazy because they're so huge. It's weird, dude. It's fucking weird.
That's fucking weird, dude. Imagine if your dick just started like fucking shedding. You just had to peel like, and you just leave your dick skin everywhere. That's not appropriate.
That's not appropriate, Piff. We can't talk about dicks.
All I want to do.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, fuck that, dude. There'd be people walking around wearing other people's skin and shit, though. You know there'd be some creeps that just like fucking are into collecting.
Well, there'd be dudes
shit.
that like cook it up and eat it because it's good for you, kind of like the moms that like that keep and eat the placenta after they give birth. It's like, just don't do any of that shit. Take some supplements, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, you know, some people are freaks about the skin. Thanksgiving, for example, with the turkey. I want the skin. Give me the skin. Give me all the fucking skin.
That's all I want. I don't want any of the turkey. Give me all the skin. Fuck yeah.
What?
So much flavor in that shit, dude.
It'd be freaks
That's where
like
all the
you,
flavor
dude.
is.
Yeah. You're eating all that fucking
take
skin.
a bite out of a piece of turkey and tell me it's not a dry piece of shit. The only time that turkey is good is on a mayonnaise sandwich. Yeah, straight Wonder Bread, just a gallon of mayonnaise, and then a couple pieces of turkey. You know, that's the only time turkey's good. It's fucking dry as shit. I'll eat the skin.
I did that last night.
I'll put the skin on my face. I'll put the skin on my face and eat it. Wow.
Turkey Manson.
Turkey Manson.
Dude, turkey Dahmer.
Moose are dope, though. I'm fucking tired of deer. Deer are pussies. Need to get some moose out here in Texas.
Dude, my fucking turkey isn't dry. My turkey is moist as shit because I take a huge
everyone says that. Everyone says, oh, but
No.
I cooked the chicken so it's nice and moist. I cooked it. No. If it's chicken or turkey, it's dry.
They're lying.
Shit.
Fucking Cooking Magazine was probably going to make me the cooker of turkey of the year, but I had to pass because
because it was going to be probably, you know.
Right. And I'm like, if you don't know for certain, like, but no, my turkey, here's the trick. Here's what I cooked my first turkey, so let me tell you how to do it now. Let me tell you, I'm an expert now. So I know how to cook turkey better than you because I've done it.
Yeah, this is probably great for podcasts. Let's go.
Fucking take a big ball of butter and shove it under the fucking skin, and then you flatten it out. And as it's cooking, everything's moist as shit. So don't tell me turkey's dry. My turkey's moist as shit.
Can we think about how fucking gross it is to prepare a turkey? It's fucking the worst.
It is kind of gross, dude. Pulling that neck out is kind of disgusting.
Put your hand in there, and then you like separate the skin from the fucking body. It's like, bro.
People cook that shit, dude. They throw the giblets in the neck and they cook it. And some people fight over the neck. Like, I want to fucking gnaw on the neck. It's pretty wild.
Gnaw on the fucking neck,
dude.
We're beasts. We're fucking savages when it comes to shit like that.
Yeah.
Savage.
Cook that shit up, and then you break its fucking joints. You disjoint it, rip the drumstick off, fucking pull the wishbone out. Hey, you guys want to fucking make a wish off of this dead carcass? Like, dude,
God, dude, we're fucking ridiculous. It's crazy.
And then
That's crazy.
Then we get hammered and fucking watch football and watch people like ram into each other head to head, get concussion.
Dude, it's literally a ritualistic fucking sacrifice if you think about it.
It really is, dude. It's a turkey. Yeah, some people go harder than that. Some people get like little baby turkeys and corn game hens and Cornish game hens.
Yeah, some people do the turducken where they fucking sacrifice 3 different things and like stuff them inside of each other, however the fuck you do it.
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
Dude, it's wild, man.
It's wild out here, dude. But yeah, it's what we do, man. We're Americans. It's what you do.
America. I mean, shit. It could be worse things, man. Could be worse things like that time of year in China where they just cook and slaughter like hundreds of thousands of dogs for no reason.
For no reason.
Yeah, dude, they just kill them. They put them in cages. They hit them with blow torches. They literally torture them and like slaughter them in the most fucked up ways.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
It's fucked up.
Too many?
I don't know. Every year there's like a petition to like have that stop being a thing. But it's just different because cultures are different. They don't think of dogs the same way we do here. So they literally slaughter them, torture them, and they eat some of them, but they mainly just kill a shit ton of dogs. Yeah.
Dude,
fuck that.
That's fucking crazy.
That's the type of shit that makes me feel like I definitely could never be president because guess what? Dropping the nuke.
Well.
All right? All the dogs will die, but they'll, it's better for them. And fuck everything else. You can't do. I'm hitting the button. Here comes the bomb.
All dogs go to heaven,
China.
dude, anyway, so they're straight.
Yeah. Fact, dude.
Savages. Yeah, that's pretty savage, killing 2,000 dogs, but it's also kind of lame. But in
cool.
America, then we get all hyped up on the fucking college football, the fucking regular football, killing animals, fucking ripping them apart, getting drunk, and then we turn around and we go out to the store and fight each other on Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday.
And
and all the while we're sitting there like, I'm thankful for this, as we're just savagely brutalizing our food and watching these people savagely brutalize each other on TV, getting hammered, brutalizing our own bodies.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for...
Somebody's arguing about fucking politics. Your aunt comes in all fucking, she's on methadone. She's on fucking Darvocet. She's just falling asleep on Ambien and on the living room couch and where everybody wants to be. But she's just like, and if you get close to her, she'll fucking go on for 45 minutes about her last medical procedure. But she takes over the fucking living room. And creepy uncle comes in. He wants a hug from everybody. Everybody line up for a
hug.
You know what I mean? It's wild out here, dude. Americans are wild as fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And then everybody passes out. And then everybody passes out,
From the tryptophan or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, dude, from that fucking getting tripped out on that DMT turkey.
Yeah, I really think it's just, you ate a whole bunch of food and you drank. You're probably just tired.
Yeah.
Because I've never eaten turkey, leftover turkey sandwiches and gotten tired. I think it's just the amount of food you ate. So,
yeah,
too much food.
And I had
pounds, literal pounds and pounds of food you put into your stomach.
And then I took pounds and pounds of shit.
Think about this: your stomach is about the size of your fucking fist. What the fuck are you doing eating all that shit? Oh, go back for a second plate, which you do. You always do.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then you got to look at your fist and be like, probably shouldn't eat that much fucking food, bro.
Yeah, I was like 170 before Thanksgiving, 180 after, and then 175 after I took a shit. And this morning I'm back down to like 173 off another shit. So I'm working my way back down, dude. I'm good. I made it.
Taking all them shits, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But Black Friday, like I was saying, that's happening. People are out there fucking punching each other out for crock pots. And then Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday is where it's really at because you can fucking sit on the couch from home and just like click, 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 click. Up, Christmas is done.
What's Cyber Monday?
Christmas is
done.
done.
It's like a Black Friday online, or what?
It's like the digital Black Friday. So you just go online Cyber Monday. You know what I'm saying?
Who the fuck would ever do Black Friday if Cyber Monday's a thing?
Right.
Also, who buys anything? Who goes to the store to buy a thing? The fuck?
Well,
Hey, the rest of us are in 2017.
Yeah.
What are you doing going to Walmart to buy a fucking toaster, you bitch?
I won't go to Walmart for Black Friday because I went there one time trying to get a TV for Black Friday. It was weird as shit. There was tons of people in there, but then there was like a store employee in the back corner of the store in like a dark aisle with just like a stack of iPads, just like handing iPads out. There's fucking a line of like 12 people that were just like rabid over fucking iPads. You go to another corner of the store, they're handing some other shit out, and I never know what's going on in there. And then I get up to the guy, I'm like, yo, where's the TV? Where's that fucking TV that you said that was gonna be on sale? He's like, oh, we only had 4. And there's like 1,000 people in the fucking store. Oh, we only had 4. What do you mean you only had 4? He's like, oh, I gave the fourth one away this morning at 5 a.m. I said, that's before the fucking store even opens up. And he just shrugs his fucking shoulders at me. And then I like said something else to him, like, what? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I probably said it just like that too. And he says, you don't have to be in the store. I'll kick you out. I was like, yo, fuck Black Friday at Walmart.
Yeah, dude, fuck Walmart. I've never participated in Black Friday at all, so I'm definitely proud and happy about that. I don't fucking like going to the store regardless. Nah. Definitely not going when there's 1,000 people. People die, man. Dude. People fucking get trampled and die.
They do.
Fuck that, dude.
Do you hear the story about the fucking guy that dressed up? This is good, though. They had, people get into the tents outside the store, and they fucking sleep in the tents, like, however much time ahead that they need to get into the fucking store first. And so they're in these tents outside the store, and all these tents are lined up, tents. And so there's a fucking dude in a bear costume. I forget where it was, but he dressed up in a bear costume and started ripping through people's tents. On Black Friday. That actually happened like a week ago. You could look it up. You could find the story. But yeah, guy got arrested. But really, he needs to be the Time Person of the Year because that's some fucking cool shit, dude.
But he was destroying people's tents, though?
Yeah, he was just ripping into people's tents like as a bear. It was fucking hilarious, dude. But yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's not worth the trouble. Like, if you're putting in that much effort, why don't you put that much effort into making more money so you don't have to worry about Black Friday as much? Oh. If you're camping out, man.
Yeah, the fucking stores do it. They're like 90% off of something that costs like, a good amount. 90% off. Here you go. Oh, we're just gonna give you gift cards if you walk in the door. Like they just want they want a battle. They want a battle.
Yeah, there's got to be a better way to do it, but I guess it's entertaining. I'm sure there'll be a shit ton of Black Friday videos popping up on the internet, and yeah. It's gonna be good times.
Yeah, I'll pull them up when I'm on Cyber Monday, because like I said, Cyber Monday, click, click, click. Up, Santa Claus is done. Santa's done. Went through the naughty list, went through the nice list. Click, click, click. Christmas is over. That's easy. You still have to go out and get a couple things. You have to go out and get a couple things. But you got to do it at like strategic times. Well, you just go at like fucking 2 in the afternoon before everybody gets out of work. You try to hit it up on a weekday when everybody's in work, and you just got to do it strategically. Don't be a sucker and wait till the last second on Christmas Eve trying to find everything, because you're not gonna find shit, and it's just gonna be really you're gonna get all fucking anxious and depressed and all that shit. So.
Shit, man, I've just been looking at a picture of this moose this whole time. Moose is tight, bro.
It's big as shit.
What the fuck else happened, dude? What else is... You keep mentioning that Time magazine piece. Did you want to talk about it?
Oh, yeah. So you guys probably already heard this already. Trump came out before the Time magazine. He got ahead of the story and was like, look, Time magazine was going to name me man, person of the year. Because he had to throw that in. But, I had too much going on, whatever. So I didn't take it.
No, he said... No. He said... No, yeah, it's worse than that. He said Time magazine said they were probably going to name me man of the year, quote, person of the year, but they would need permission and a extended interview. I said probably is no good. Thanks anyways. So because they were saying probably, it wasn't good enough for him. It needed to be definitely,
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, it's even worse. But then they, Time magazine came out today and said that, no, not true.
And who's right? Is it fake news, or which one's the fake news? But I had to look into it because Twitter was like going crazy with it. Everybody started doing the same tweet as Donald Trump, but they changed it for whatever they wanted to be. And so that was pretty funny. I was reading through some of those, and then I found out. Then I read this article, and I don't know, it could be fake news, but everything's fake now. But it was saying that Trump's had this thing with Time magazine for quite a while now, and he's got like Time magazines up in his golf resorts on the wall that are like photoshopped with him on the cover and saying a bunch of different shit. So he's like obsessed with. He wants to be on the Time magazine, dude. Really bad.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking weird, man.
It's kind of weird.
I don't know. There's some type of not to be harsh or offensive, but there's some sort of mental retardation in his brain to do shit like that. There just is. It's like the level of narcissism and just retardedness is Retardation, bro. It's the only word I can think of.
Yeah.
To sit there and think that you're going to compose a tweet of some made-up shit about yourself, you know, so ridiculous about being the person of the year in fucking Time magazine, and think that if you tweet that, tomorrow they're not going to come out and say, hey, that's fucking not true, you ass. It's like, what happens in your brain to compose that shit? To think that that's something to tweet.
To think it would be that intimidating, like if if I say it, it's too intimidating for you to respond back to, but people are responding back to it, and there's just it's kind of weird because there's a lot of really important things going on, and then that's getting tweeted, and it doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, and I know sometimes, I mean, people just throw the word retarded around as a fucking like insult. I'm not. I'm actually saying that's actually retarded.
And you're a doctor, so you're allowed to.
I'm a doctor.
You're allowed to diagnose.
Retarded. I'm diagnosing it just from a tweet, for sure.
Hey, I've got a lot of experience in the field. I would have to agree with your diagnosis. It's quite accurate. But I don't know. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. But I think it's a branding thing. It's not like, let me stay away from like the real issues and just continue to like promote my brand and get the brand strong. Because like he tweeted yesterday on Black Friday, oh, Trump merchandise is 30% off. Like, you're the president and you're tweeting that your merchandise is 30% off on Black Friday. Like, what?
He's like a YouTuber.
Like, huh?
That's what a YouTuber does. Like, well, click the link below for my merchandise. 30% off for Black Friday. I actually saw a YouTuber tweet that their fucking merchandise was, a certain percentage off for Black Friday. So, yeah, that's pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, we've never had a president that's been like, yo, Black Friday, 50% off of my fucking presidential sweaters. Like, huh? Or like my merchandise. Like, what? Is you going on tour? What
if
you
you
doing?
Have presidential merchandise for any president, it doesn't matter. I hate you. Don't have that. Like,
I don't even think it's supposed to be allowed. Like, I didn't think it was supposed to be allowed. Like, it's not even allowed to do. You're not even allowed to do that. So I don't even know.
If they created it's one thing, but I mean, if you're a person that buys that, that's worse. I hate you more.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't buy presidential merchandise for any president. I don't care who it is. Don't have a bumper sticker. Fuck, dude, I hate everything, really.
Yeah,
to be true, the only thing
crazy.
I don't hate is this picture of this moose that I keep staring at it.
So, yeah, how big is the moose? Like, why are you staring at it still?
I don't know. I mean, it's just up on my computer, and I don't have anything else to fucking look at. It's a goddamn podcast. You can't see shit. Just looking at a moose, man.
I can't see you, but if I would have
what do people look at whenever they listen to podcasts,
Weird. Probably the fucking road.
Yeah, same.
Probably the fucking road. Probably the fucking iPhone screen.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of merch, let's get some fucking merch for real, bro.
We should get a big moose shirt first and foremost.
Yeah. We need to get some merchandise. So, to all of our millions of fans out there, we need some ideas for some merch.
Yeah, maybe next Black Friday everything will be 30% off. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
And then we'll have a T-shirt with a Time magazine, and we'll both be on the cover, a goose and a goat, and we'll be like probably the fucking podcast of the year. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Probably.
Well, yeah. You want to know what else is going on? Not much of shit.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing happening. Colin Kaepernick is fucking doing an unthanksgiving or some shit like that. I don't fucking care. Who cares? Don't care.
I read that he was in like Alcatraz for a day.
Yeah, he was at Alcatraz with some indigenous people celebrating unthanksgiving or something like that.
So he's continuing his quest. I did see him get photoshopped into a fucking World War II troop transport ship.
Tommy Lauren or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he was fucking kneeling while the troops were storming like Normandy.
I mean,
I just laughed.
I mean,
it's not
funny, but it
ridiculous.
is funny. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
That's what I do most of the time. That's what I do most of the time on Twitter when I see shit. And this is what everyone should do. I don't get involved most of the time I don't get involved when I see some dumb shit. I look at it. If it's funny and stupid as shit, I laugh, and then I go find some other shit to look at. It's like, we give too much Too much attention to dumb shit.
I had to laugh. It was so ridiculous. And like literally I'm about to eat my Thanksgiving dinner and I don't know why I pulled Twitter up right beforehand, but that was the image that popped up and I'm like, yo, what a Thanksgiving, dude. 2017 Thanksgiving is just not like any other Thanksgiving. Although 2016 was pretty fucked up too. And it's just, I thought it'd be getting better in 2017. It's not. It's getting worse. But yeah, I don't know, man. We gotta get an idea of what we're doing for this next month, dude. We're about to hit a new month. December, Christmas time and all that shit. We had to have a Christmas special or something.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we need to talk about
it's gonna be
gadgets.
5 hour long, a 5 hour long Christmas special.
Damn.
Where we take turns seriously singing every Christmas song. This is a thing, and it's a stolen idea, but I found this on a podcast that Chris D'Elia and Brian Callen and Will Sasso used to do called the 10 Minute Podcast, which is a great fucking podcast. Go check it out. Unfortunately, it's not as good anymore because it doesn't have Chris D'Elia and Brian Callen in it anymore, but Will Sasso's still dope. But anyways, that's besides the point. They do this thing every so often called Seriously Singing, where they just seriously sing. No music, no like fake singing, just trying to seriously sing a song, and it's hilarious because it's the most embarrassing shit you'll ever do. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
so
I'd be
take
pretty
turns
bad.
seriously singing a song for 5 hours, and that'll be cool.
I'm down for like 30 minutes. 15 minutes, maybe 10 of doing that. I can't sing worth a shit. So,
dude, chipmunks, dude. Let's sing like the Chipmunks.
I
Whatever happened to that? That needs to come back. They need to chipmunk every song. They gotta come out with chipmunk albums and shit.
I think they do. I think they still have
They
Chipmunk
still do?
albums. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure if you looked on like iTunes in the store, you could browse through and get some Chipmunk albums for Christmas. I guess, the Christmas music has already started. You turn the radio on to a certain station and the Christmas music is pumping. Yeah, Mariah Carey, all that shit. So, yeah, maybe I should start listening now so that I'm all...
Maybe, but
ready.
unpopular opinion here. I fucking hate Christmas. I've always hated Christmas. When I was a kid, I liked getting gifts. All right? All kids do. But I never liked decorating the tree. I never liked getting gifts I didn't like or giving gifts because it was too much pressure. There's too much pressure around it, and I fucking hate it. I hate Christmas so much.
So when did you...
That's why Thanksgiving is the perfect fucking holiday, because you just come together, friends, family, food, football, and fucking...
And, well...
The 5 Fs. The 5 Fs of Thanksgiving, but yeah, it's the best fucking holiday.
Well, yeah. So tell me
Christmas
more.
is ass, and it's for trashlings.
So tell me more about how you feel. Why does Christmas make you feel this way? At what age did you find out Santa wasn't real?
That's actually a great question. I don't know, but it's just the weird feeling you get when you open a gift and it's something weird that you don't want and you got to pretend like you want it. One of the most awkward, annoying feelings you can get, and I hate it. That's part of the reason. And here's the thing: is like me and my wife, we have. It's not like we don't live in a mansion and drive Ferraris and shit, but we have all the shit that we want to have, So who's gonna get us what? What? Fuck it, dude. Give me cash. That's it, I guess. So I can pay my fucking bills, bro.
Give me that cash, dude. Yeah, no, being an adult kind of blows for birthdays and Christmas, because if you're an adult and you're taking care of shit, you've already pretty much got everything you need, and everything people are gonna surprise you with is just most of the time, most of the time, not all of the time, junk. No offense to everybody who's been getting me shit, but it is kind of lame. It is kind of lame to open up presents you don't really want.
This seriously started when I was 13. I feel like.
I think I argued with my friends about Santa Claus being real until I was about 11 or 12. I was like, no way, dude, he's real. Dude's real. Dude's real. Yeah, I knew in the back of my mind it wasn't real, but I just, the spirit of it. I wanted them to understand the spirit. They didn't. They were like, you're a little bitch.
You're a little bitch.
Your mommy's lying to you. But, no, Santa ain't real. Yeah. Well, he is real in a way, but, whatever. But, yeah, Christmas is coming up.
Whatever, man.
So.
Christmas is coming up. Worst holiday, worst time of year ever. So the worst movies come on. Actually, no, some of the movies are pretty good. Home Alone was on during Thanksgiving, and Home Alone is fucking amazing.
Christmas Story, obviously.
Of course, that's a good one. The Christmas Story.
Life is so different now from when the Christmas Story came out. Like, you watch that movie and you're like, what world is this? It's so far away. Like, I miss those times where,
Yeah.
It's just different now. You can't go to the mall and fucking be near Santa. Dude might have a fucking criminal history.
Yeah, dude.
You can't do shit like you used to. Just can't.
True. All right, man. Well, fuck, dude. It's time to wrap this shit up. I gotta go nurse my brain back to health because I'm still a little goofed out of my good. But yeah, dude, we talked about some dope things today, didn't we, everybody? Hey, everybody, we talked about some dope things today, didn't we?
Yeah, we
Dude,
did.
what the fuck am I saying?
We talked about savages being savage at Thanksgiving. We talked about the weather in Texas and Alaska, the
We
differences.
pretty much ruined every holiday,
Dude,
talking about just how savage Thanksgiving is and how much I hate Christmas.
Yeah, you single-handedly ruined Christmas and killed Santa Claus. All dogs go to heaven. We talked about how we should be on the Time magazine cover as probably the best podcast of the year. Fucking then Christmas season's coming up, but it's trash and you don't need to deal with it at all. And all you really need to do is watch the movies. And and then we argued about fucking Christmas and whether Santa was real, kind of briefly. I think he's not, but the spirit of it is. And you said fuck Christmas. I believe those were your words. So,
That's a great recap. I mean, we also talked about how dope moose are and how shitty scorpions are, and don't have them falling from your ceilings, of course. Yeah. Move if that's something you have happening. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah, man, wrapping it up. What the fuck do we usually say? Check us out on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at RowdyPiffPod. You can email us at rowdypiffpod@gmail.com. Check us out on our website, rowdyandthepiff.com. You know, I'm actually serious. I think we should fuck it, dude. I don't care if we have one listener. We got to get some merch. So to that one listener out there, if you have any cool ideas of, you know, you listen to all the episodes, you know a theme that we can make a fucking merch out of, let us know. we might do that. Who knows? Who fucking knows? But anyways, yeah, we're on Stitcher, we're on fucking iTunes, we're on YouTube. Check us out on all those places, man. So, yeah, but stay tuned for Thursday where Piff on the Blitz comes out and talks about all the NFL trash.
I got a good one this week, dude. I'm talking about a conspiracy. I'm gonna go full Alex Jones on Thursday for the first 4 minutes at least. I have a real life NFL conspiracy. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Damn, dude, I'm excited for that. All right, so yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. And of course, thanks for listening. And we will catch you on the Moosity Poo.
What's up, everybody? We got something special for you this week.
Trash all that. Rowdy in the Piff.
Nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
Developing some type of weather weapon.
You know, almost like sexual asphyxia, like...
Rowdy in the Piff.